Hey guys, it is Janice and
Sarah
from Ozark Family Homestead, and we are in the kitchen today. Whoop, there comes Rebekah.
I got my necklace.
You got your necklace. It's so pretty. But we're working in the kitchen today. We thought we'd take you guys along with us. The ultimate plan here is to make, she's waving at Andrew. He's doing school over at the table. Our ultimate plan for today is to make up some pumpkin muffins, but there's kind of a little bit of a theme to our food today. A lot of the food that we're preparing today comes from our homestead. Our family raised it on our property, and that just makes me smile because that's kind of one of the big reasons that we homestead, is to be able to provide our own food. So I'm going to turn the camera around. We'll show you what we have in process right now. Are you being sweet? I'll show you what we have in process right now, and then we will get into the pumpkin muffins here in just a little bit.
Mama, you got a sticker.
The sticker, there's a sticker on the camera.
What happened with sticker?
Yeah, it's a kitty cat sticker.
What you do with it?
So we can tell the cameras apart. One has a kitty cat sticker and one has books on the sticker. And now you know. Okay, here we go. All right, turn the camera around. Y'all can see Andrew there. He's doing his math, and that's who Rebekah was waving at. I've got laundry hanging up here in front of the wood stove. We've got the fire going because it's a rainy, muddy, chilly day today. I am in the process of getting some bread going. So I have already ground up my Spelt here in my Nutri-Mill, and I still have to grind up, that's hard red wheat right there. But that is going, and lunch is just about ready. We have, here, let me move these. One of our chickens that we raised, I roasted it, threw it in after breakfast this morning, threw it in the oven. So it's here just staying warm while the rest of the stuff cooks. So that's one of our Cornish cross meat birds that we raised out this past year. And we're also having, this is some of our corn, some of our sweet corn that we grew in our garden this year. The peas back here are from the store. So, but that's lunch today, and so we're going to get ready to have that. In the meantime, we also have, this was a deer well, this was one of Sarah's. This was one of your deer, wasn't it? Because I write on the package whose deer it was. It was one of Sarah's bucks that she got.
Yeah.
So, but the chicken's over here, baby. So this is one of Sarah's deer that she got, and I've got it in the crock pot with onion, just some water, salt, pepper, some of our garlic that we grew in the garden this last year. This is some of the hardneck garlic. And I put some of our dehydrated kale in there. And then later this evening, this is going to be supper tonight. We have some beans soaking over here. Just some navy beans, and those will get added once they're cooked in the Instant Pot. They'll get added here to the crock pot, and then we'll make up some cornbread also. So this is kind of the stuff we have in process right now. We're going to get these things finished up, and then we will clean up. What are you saying? Oofda. And once we get this kitchen cleaned up, then we will start on the actual pumpkin muffins. So we will be back with that. All right, we are just about there. There's plates on the table for lunch, but I'm trying to hurry up and get this in the oven real quick so it can be rising. And I've got helpers with me, so we're gonna get this knocked out super fast. And then we're gonna eat our lunch. So I did want to point out this little doodad here, I have in our family's Amazon storefront, and it is so handy just to cut through our lumps of dough here and make our 4 amounts here for us to work on. And I'm going to put the link for this in our Amazon storefront. So the way that works, if you decide to purchase this and you use our link, it goes to your house. So you get the product, but we get a little bit of a commission. So it does help our family out if you use our links. And that's all I want to say about that. So I do also, our Nutri-Mill is in there also here, Andrew. Andrew's my cameraman. Just show over here. This is the Nutri-Mill Classic, I believe it's called. It is in our Amazon storefront also. I've had this one, I believe, since 2009, and it is a workhorse. I've never had a bit of problem out of it. So if you are interested in grinding your own grains for making home-baked goods, this is awesome. I'm about to get things going in it after lunch for our cornbread that's going to go with the deer meat and the beans tonight. And I'm going to grind some hard white wheat in here and some popcorn in here to make my own cornmeal for cornbread. So I do recommend this as well, and that is in our Amazon storefront also. So, okay, gonna get back to work, getting these in the pans and getting them in the oven to rise. So I will see you back whenever we're ready to start on those pumpkin muffins. Bread is in the oven. It's going to be rising and we're ready to eat. All right, Sarah's got everything laid out in here, ready to get started on those muffins. You going to eat muffins tomorrow morning? For breakfast? So she's got the muffin pans ready. These are the silicone cupcake liners. Is that what they're called, Sarah? Does that sound good? That a viewer sent us, and I'm telling you, they have been so handy. So whenever we're making muffins or cupcakes just here at the house, we use these, wash them, and they're reusable. So those are awesome. They are in the Amazon storefront as well. But here are the other ingredients. The only thing she's waiting on is for me to do one last thing. The bread is about to come out of the oven here, so we'll pull that out. And all I have left to put through my Nutri-Mill is this popcorn. I like having things in my house that are multi-purpose.
I like popcorn.
You like popcorn? And of course popcorn is used for popcorn, but we can also use it to make cornmeal as well. So I like things that do double duty. You're touching it. So I'm going to grind this up. For those of you that are interested, I'm going to show you that I typically, if I'm just grinding wheat or spelt, I will keep this on high. And this lever I will put to about right here. Now with the popcorn, since it's coarser, I'm going to move this to the low setting. And this here is going to get moved further over to this side. And that's the only difference I'm going to do in turning this into cornmeal. So Sarah is pulling bread out. It came out looking pretty good. And then the oven will already be hot and ready to go for muffins then as well. So that was good timing. All right, Sarah, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gonna get this going. I will say that I did go ahead and finish up. This is the cornmeal from that popcorn that I put through there. So it is done, and I'm just gonna set that aside until we make the cornbread later. But first thing is the muffins. Now these are a pumpkin cream cheese muffin, and we are using pumpkin that we roasted, scraped out, pureed.
We processed.
Yes, processed, and it's been in the freezer. We freeze it in these little flat bricks. Well, they actually lay out.
It's 2 cups.
Yes, 2 cups in there that we lay in a flat little brick, and they stack up in the freezer. So Sarah has the ingredients pulled out here. This is a hit because it is a moist muffin. And we'll let Sarah go ahead and get started. What's the first step?
There's no steps differently to like put stuff into the bowl, so I'm just going to start taking things one by one and just dumping them into a bowl.
Okay, and we will put the recipe down in the description box. I did originally receive this recipe years ago. I'm talking maybe 15, 16, 17 years ago. There was a Mommy and Me group that I was part of, and one of the mamas shared the recipe with me. So, okay. You ready?
Okay, you want me?
Yeah, just go ahead and start talking us through the ingredients here.
Got 2 cups of sugar. I'm going to do 3 cups of flour. Classic me.
If the kitchen isn't a mess, Sarah hasn't been cooking.
I am the Swedish chef.
Mark.
Only I napkin to stay clean while I do it.
I'm the one that has to wear the apron. You don't get it on yourself.
I don't get it on my clothes. My hands, different story. My clothes will typically stay spotless.
And the counters and everything else. Now, I will splatter stuff all over myself, so I have to wear an apron. While Sarah's getting that flour measured out, I'm going to show you real quick. This is how we keep the pumpkin in the freezer here. This is some peppers from our garden here, but these just, see, they lay flat and skinny and just stay there right in the freezer, and they wait for us until we need them. All right, got your 3 cups of flour in there.
Yes. Now our spices. We're doing 1 teaspoon cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
1 teaspoon of nutmeg. Wrong side.
This is nutmeg that a viewer sent us, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. 1 teaspoon of cloves. And 4 teaspoons of homemade pumpkin pie spice. So this is just cinnamon, ginger, cloves, and nutmeg mixed up together. And that's our pumpkin pie spice.
Yeah.
It's in a cute little jar too.
Cute little jar. We're repurposing jars. I'm not even certain what that jar originally was.
It kind of has an artichoke heart look to it,
Oh,
but it's
you're probably
might be a little
right.
small, so a baby artichoke heart thing.
Yeah, when I used to get those little jars, was it Aldi that had them or
I
something?
think so.
I just get them in the tin cans at Walmart now, but
Yeah. 1 teaspoon of salt. A lot of teaspoons, in case you're wondering.
it's fewer things to wash up later if all the measurements are the same.
Yeah. And 1 teaspoon of baking soda.
Easy peasy.
Yes. 2 cups of the pumpkin.
There you go.
This would be roughly the equivalent of one of the 15-ounce cans.
Yeah. And that's why you purposefully put it in the Ziploc baggies in a similar quantity.
Yes.
Because so many recipes call for that quantity, and we want to make sure that this is as easy on us as possible.
Yes.
And just squeeze all that out. There's something satisfying about doing that, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. So we rinse out the baggies, and those will all be washed, and we will reuse them. We do reuse our little Ziploc baggies and aluminum foil as long as they haven't had raw meat or something in them. We do go ahead and pitch
Or
those.
if they're super greasy.
Yeah, or if they're super greasy inside, but otherwise we get an extra use out of them. Okay, so this is what it looks like now that the sugar, flour, spices, and pumpkin are all mixed in there, or all added there. They're not mixed yet, I guess.
Yeah. 1 cup and 1/4 of melted butter.
I guess you could do coconut oil or something too
Yeah,
if you
it
wanted
says
to.
vegetable oil, so you can probably use whatever oil you want. I do butter, personally.
Mm-hmm.
Scrape that, and then we're going to add 4 eggs.
Did you get these out of the water glass
Yes.
bucket? So we are still using eggs that were laid in April, and we have preserved them with a method called, we call it water glassing. I don't know, others may call it something different, but we keep them in a lime solution, lime water solution, and they keep for, you know, a year
Yeah.
or more. So that's what we're using here. They're farm eggs, not exactly farm fresh eggs at this point, but
I mean, it looks like an egg.
there you go. That's been in there since April. That would be from one of our Easter eggers, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you look at the shell, it's got that bluish tinge to it. That's not a white egg. But the Easter egger eggs are pretty. All right, while Sarah is cracking those eggs and getting them in there, I thought I'd show you what it looks like in our water glassing eggs bucket. There's only 2 little eggs left down there in the bottom. You can see, I don't know if you can tell if the camera picks it up, there is a white, it's where the powder has mixed with the water, and it's kind of a paste almost at this point, and it's at the very bottom of the pail down here. But we just keep one of these on our kitchen counter, and we keep one of these little gamma lids on it. This is a 2-gallon bucket that I've bought from Azure Standard with the matching gamma lid, and a 2-gallon bucket will hold about 6 dozen eggs. So that is what was in here, and these were from April 17th, and they've been sitting in the root cellar. The root cellar doesn't do anything for the preservation. It's the lime water solution that keeps them preserved there, but we just go through one at a time, and I think we have 2 more buckets left in the root cellar.
That sounds right.
2 more buckets, so 12 more dozen left. So our chickens need to get back in the habit of laying us some fresh eggs. So, okay, you got your eggs in there?
Yep, I'm
Okay.
ready to mix it all up. I have everything in here.
Yeah, this one's always a hit. And whenever you put the cream cheese on top, it just, I think it looks like a bakery muffin. I think it's pretty and it's yummy.
I actually think it's supposed to be like a rip-off of like something they sell at Starbucks. So it actually is kind of
a copycat recipe?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we're not big Starbucks. I don't know if I've ever been to a Starbucks. There is one in Poplar Bluff.
I think I've been there once, because when I was really little, Daddy and I went in to go get donuts, and the normal place that we went was closed, so we ran into Starbucks, I think.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts?
I don't think the Starbucks carry donuts.
I don't know, does it? It was one of them. I don't know. But it was like a it was a fancier place.
Well, because I think we used to go to Donut House in Poplar Bluff.
Yeah, I think it was closed for some reason that day.
I think it was
so
Dunkin' Donuts you went to.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember being a fancy place.
It was fancy. Okay. After you get this all mixed up, what's the next step?
I'm going to put them now into my muffin liners.
Okay, which we have right over here ready to go. All right. I think what I'll do is I'll just come back after you have it in there, maybe. Okay. Or maybe we'll just show you filling up a couple and be done, because that would be kind of tedious. Okay, good plan. All right. She's just using an ice cream scoop and putting about 1 good scoop into each of the muffin cups. She'll fill those up, and then they'll be, are they ready to go in the oven, or are you going to put the cream cheese on still?
I have to put the cream cheese and the nuts on top before I put it into the oven.
We're going to make it pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll come back for that. All right, Sarah's got those cupcakes all filled up there, and they're ready for the pretty toppings now.
Yes.
So tell us what the next step is.
So I'm going to cube up some cream cheese, and then put a little pat right in the center of each and press it down so it's like a topping and a filling.
A little bit of each. Now, those of you that watch our grocery haul videos, this is some cream cheese that I got back when Kroger had it marked down to 99 cents. So I bought a whole bunch of it to stock us up. Now, was this something I had in the freezer or in the fridge?
This is the fridge because I need it more firm.
Okay. So you prefer not to use the frozen cream cheese for this recipe?
Yes.
Okay. I know some people do freeze it, and it works well in some cases, but I mean, I'm sure it would taste fine in this, but you don't think it would be as pretty.
Yeah, it would. The taste, of course, would be just the same.
But these are very pretty muffins, so. Yeah, I'm going to close up here and so people can see
just nest it right
what
in
you're doing there. Yeah, so it's a fairly decent sized cube that you're putting in there. Squish it down in there.
Let me see. Try to make sure I have everything measured out right. Because I can't do it for every single one, because we have some members of the family that aren't big cream cheese fans.
Yes.
I know, shocker.
So you do keep some of them just with the nuts on top.
Yes. They still like the nuts on the top.
Yeah, they just don't care for the cream cheese part. But most of us do. Okay, so you're going to finish those up. I think they've got the idea of chopping it up and squishing it in there. So we'll come back then whenever you have them all ready to go. All right, she's got them all filled up here except for the 6 that she chooses to leave cream cheese free purposefully. You see what I did there? Oh, Mama, you're so smart and funny. Okay, next step.
Okay, so I'm going to, how would you say, like, chop up
Yeah. Yeah.
some
With the handy dandy little chopper upper gadget here. And we've had this, I'm pretty sure I had this before Daddy and I even married. So it's been around for a while. But I don't know. I mean, is this what everybody else uses? I don't even know. But that's how it, and you spin it and it just kind of chops things up. So, and these are pecans that we would have shelled. We shelled those ourselves. Oh, I'm gonna have to replace the battery here, Sarah.
Okay.
It's showing me a low battery light, but I'll go do that while you finish chopping up those pecans.
Okay.
New battery, and you've got the pecans all chopped up. I do want to point out that the recipe says you can use pecans or walnuts or whatever,
Yeah.
and it does not give an exact measurement.
Yes.
You just eyeball it until it looks
If you want
right.
it really nutty, then you load it up on nuts. If you want just like one little nut in the center of each, you do you.
How nutty are you? This is how much you did, and you said you could always chop up more if you felt like
I
it.
might
So
chop up a little more, but we'll see.
okay, and you're just going to do some sprinkling.
Just do it till it looks pretty. I can always put more on it.
Yeah. So when it comes to salt or anything else, you can always add more. It's a lot harder to remove it than it is to add a little bit more. So, and you're going to do this to all of them because all of our people like nuts on the muffins.
Yes.
So, but again, you can pick and choose depending on what your family likes. So I'll come back, I guess, when you're done with this part. Okay, you said you had some extra pecans left over.
Yeah.
Why'd you have extra pecans left over?
I normally make 48 muffins.
Yeah.
And this time I made 24. So I had double the amount because I was,
Yeah. We'll store those back in the freezer though. They won't
Yeah.
go to waste. They'll get used up next time. Okay, so you've got these ready to go into the oven then. Let me just show everybody. This is what they end up looking like. The without cream cheese and the with cream cheese. All right. And how long are you going to put them in the oven then?
20 to 25 minutes.
At 300.
Oh yeah.
At 350 degrees.
Yes, but probably closer to 25, maybe even more. The pumpkin does
Yeah.
that.
Let me get the door for you, or you got it?
Got it,
You
don't
got
worry.
Since I'm a pro at this.
I'm independent.
That's right. That's what we say of Rebekah too.
And then she says it right back, and it's so cute.
Yeah, now that she's 3, she's decided she's independent. Okay,
There we go.
we'll be back and see how pretty they look. All right, Sarah tells me that they're done. Now, you did have to give them a little bit more time, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But that was expected.
That was expected. So, how much total time do you think these took?
30?
30 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. And again, you just...
30 minutes in total, not 30 extra minutes.
30 minutes in total.
I had
Okay.
it here for 50 minutes.
And you did the little trick where you took a toothpick and you stuck it in the middle.
Yeah.
And as long as the toothpick comes out clean,
Yes.
then you know it's done.
Yes.
Okay, so let's see what they look like. It was snack time over here, so we've got some of those Honey Crisp apples that I got on sale for 77 cents a pound. That's snack today. And look how pretty they are. I just think these are gorgeous muffins. So these they'll cool, and then they'll just sit in, we use the little wall oven over here, that little oven, and set the muffins in there overnight, and then they're there waiting for us in the morning whenever everybody gets up and moving around. So I guess at this point, Sarah, we'll come back tomorrow morning
Okay.
and let everybody eat the muffins, and everybody can see kind of what they think. I'm sure there'll be thumbs down and grossness and how could you dare feed this to us comments, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, okay, we'll see. All right, guys, next morning, breakfast time. So animal jobs are done and everybody is coming to get their pumpkin muffins. Did Sarah make them edible this time?
Yeah.
So, you had a smoothie this morning. Yeah, she took some yogurt and made a smoothie. So you've already eaten. What, baby?
Out here.
You're here? Are you hiding? Where are you at? You got your muffin. You gonna eat on the floor or eat at the table? On the floor? Okay. All right, guys. If you make this recipe, let me know in the comments. It really is a family favorite, and I hope you guys enjoy it just as much as we do. Like I'd said earlier, I am going to put the recipe down in the description box, and I'll also have links for those products that we use that are in our family's Amazon storefront. So those will be down there as well, either in the description box or I'll pin a comment down there so you can get to it easily. But if you did enjoy the video, make sure to give us a thumbs up and double check that you are subscribed to our family's channel. And then if you could tell others about Ozark Family Homestead, it would help our family's channel grow. So we appreciate you guys so much, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. Thanks for watching Ozark.